This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And, Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll move the tight end. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Trying to get rid of it, and the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Texas.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive, are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well.
Could be an outing. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this.
Makes the grab in their space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Owls! The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Tipton. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these two wide receivers. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Tillman. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Got a little grasp. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Gets the back moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Slithers it. There's a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Finding an escape route. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Tillman. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. Makes him pass the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Owls! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the counter. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. And down he goes. Trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. North Texas really has it going on offense.
Ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Ready, go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Tipton. There he goes. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll run it. It's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Tillman. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Right back to it. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Tillman. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They're working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Makes a catch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The run inside. It's Irvin. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Another nice play by this offense. Man, they put a big drive together when they needed it the most, and they just got to finish this thing off. They finished it off with a touchdown, and they finished with the cherry on the sundae, but they've done a nice job putting this drive together.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back. And
who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
they sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now.